hey. It's 2025. Nerdroth lives. I live. And hey, I figured out the problem with my PNG things. It's working now. I will say that much. It is working now. I have a moderately confident theory as to what I was doing to mess this bitch up. But it's working now. There's a couple of things I gotta fix, but today I got a PNG that bops up and down when I'm talking on Discord, so I'm gonna call it a win. Hello, Scotty. Hello, Night Fiend. Hello, everyone else. I welcome you to another year. What you got yourself for Boxing Day? Ooh, daggers. Are those the I was gonna go into my crafting menu and try and guess how you crafted it, but there's a anyway. Oh shit! Those are not the ones that you craft. Well, damn, that's impressive. Ooh, wind up Fwath, very nice. Someone's in Shadowbringers, very good, very good. Alright, so I have mail to open. So the truth of the matter is that I sorta, well, it's the Heavensward one. I'm still jealous of the female holding the Dark Sword animation. I want it. Unlock the genders. Look, I'm sure there's some ladies that want to do the Guts Blade pose, and I, for one, well, my main's a dude, wants to do the holding sword in front of you, stabbing into the ground pose, because both of those poses are freaking good. Also, hell, female dragoons can't do the cane pose. It's like, what are we doing? Anyway, unlock those bitches. 14. After I get a goddamn hat. I'm going to be bitching about it next week. Will not shut up about it, because next week I'm going to unlock the last tier of Wildlika's wife's special delivery. And I'm going to get the outfit, and I'm not going to be able to wear the freaking hat. And I'm already sitting here like musing over the philosophical ramifications of a Hrothgar handing me a hat as a quest reward. But there are some really sick, massive katanas that you can get as a Dark Knight. There's... Oh, hang on. He's on my shoulder. I know there's one that I rocked for a long time. Cause it is just a big ass freaking katana. It looks rad as hell. But I mean, the benefit of the larger weapon classes is that you can do some fancy crap. If you're into big Nerf bats as weapons. The anime, how are you carrying this kind of swords? Anyway. Oh wow, he wasn't hanging out for long. I got mail to open. Christmas present. And I got a second one from you also. So this is proof that I have not opened this until, well, after Christmas, I guess. I'm not going to get into the personal woes as to why I almost didn't stream today, but needless to say, I was not really able to deal with this until now. What do I get? Wine. Ooh, wind-ups. Oh, the plus cushion, yes! Do I have a wind-up cocoon on my main account? I may not have so many. Thank you very much. Let's go. Bob them out. Hang on. Thank you. And I don't know what this New Year's thing is. This is new to me. I want to play 14 again, but lack to drive. It's a... Oh my god. 7.2 needs to come out swinging. So, I'm waiting for my variant dungeon fix. If that was just some shit they did in Endwalker and they're not doing it again, I'm going to throw hands. Because I love that stuff. There's apparently... There's going to be some zone content. Hello, Shadow Derpy. There's going to be some zone content like Eureka, like Bajja, that they didn't do in Endwalker because they did Isling Sanctuaries. And then apparently on top of that is going to be this traveling in spaceships group social content thing. That's in our future. Something I'm at least okay. If there's nothing else to look forward to, at least there's that. Let's see what this Happy New Year is. Oh, more pets. What do you got here? Ah, a red maid's arm. Oh, hang on a minute. Is this the one? Subcommand is not available. The fuck? Hang on. Thank you very much. Thank you for all the cool stuff. Hang on. Eating it all. Let's see. Bite-sized pudding. Is this the, electricity? Zap! Yep, sure is. Shit. Guys. Thank you for the pets. Hang on a minute. Could eat that one too. I think I have wind up cloth. Lollihop. I know what that means. Oh man. Somebody knows the splendor of the dwarves. Oh my god. The dwarves and the Namazu. Like if you don't really care about tribal quests, I get it. Or societies, whatever the fuck. But dude, those two are just fun. Oh, wait. I don't know if I have a baby raptor. Where the hell do you get a baby raptor? I gotta look this up now. Oh no, I have to have it. You're not. Oh. It's a fate chain one. I don't have that one then. Shit. Well. We may hit a point that I have to start playing on Viola for things. That's gonna be really weird. Okay. Okay, Midgar Ceremony, I think you're gonna have to understand. Okay, no. Indian Guide. We're looking at these. We're doing it. I want 7.2 to open WSCP apologizing for the shit show and then just banishing Wooklamat. Wooklamat is not the problem. Wooklamat is trying her best. Oh my god, look at him. Look at him. Oh, he's so dopey. I'm writing this down. It might be $1 bajillion. But I'm getting this. Get a baby raptor. Hang on. You can't see my notepad. I don't have it on right now. I have it. It's on a notepad right now. I wrote it down. Wooklamat did not deserve... Oh, look at the goofy little thing. Pictomancer, very nice. Pictomancer is hella fun. I know there's controversy about perhaps Pictomancer is too fun. I'm hyped about this baby rack. What are the minions here? Let's see. Owl's Goat. I've got that one. That one's good. Bite-sized pudding. It's funny to have them around. Shiva, I think I have this one. The Flother fun. They kind of creep me out a little bit because they want to kill you. Wait, what? Hang on a minute. Oh, I've never actually looked at them. I just picked them up and threw them in the bag. I think I may not have the wind-up Kikern actually. I have the bloody stare one that you get later on. What else we got here? Model Vanguard is fun. Ooh, stand at attention. You're doing that stuff? The table missions aren't bad. They just take forever. And then you get to see what a horrible version of trusts looked like. You guys have been real busy at this. Imperial Salut's just fun. Floth, Alfiano. For my butt. You can always have a city. A comfortable city, wherever you want. Minion gun, come on. Oh, the fat cat. Still, this fat cat is like 6 figures. Everyone wants the fat cat. We're rocking the raptor though. Look at it. Look at this adorable little guy. What a goof. Wind up Arcasadora, very nice. Okay, thank you very much for all the cool stuff. Hope you all know you don't have to get me a thing. I appreciate it greatly. It's fun for Glamour. I will. Well, jury's out as to whether or not I'll do job quest stuff. Can we file some Shadow Derpy as Christmas present? Oh, you guys are giving each other stuff too. That's so nice. Christmas cheer. Let's get it. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably end up, like, once I'm done with MSQ in, like, 2 years. Yes, the Beheaded Serpent of Ranka. Absolutely loved. I mean, I already loved the Great Serpent of Ranka anyway. But then running around and doing those quests in Shadowbringers was fun. Actually, all 3 of the Society quests in Shadowbringers were hell of fun. $30,000 from the vendor if you do the Fate Chain. I have to look in. There's Orchestrion rolls. I was doing an Orchestrion roll deep dive last week, I think. Because I was getting sick and tired of not getting cards. So I'm like, what can I get? I know, Orchestrion rolls. Because you can have the worst luck in the world, and if you can just buy everything. Not always true, but some of that stuff is mad expensive. So I was looking up, okay, this is off a vendor. Where's the vendor? And then the vendors, you have to do a bunch of quest chain stuff. I was like, okay. There are some Orchestrion rolls that are like stupidly expensive. And then there are others that are like, I don't know, 300 gold. Just hell yeah. Get that music. Anyway. So, what was I doing? Yes. Okay. So we are back to. We beat up Nidhogg, and then we beat up the Pope, and then Estinian touched both eyes together and turned into Nidhogg and fucked off. And then we went back triumphantly, mounted a Pop Midgardsormr flying into Ishgard, being like, "Bitches, we bring in peace." And then from there, we're hearing about what's going on, which is to say that everybody's kind of pissed off at the church because, well, there's some people that are just like, why'd you tell everybody? There's some people like, you guys are bastards. And then some people are just like, why are you bothering us with this? And then there's some people that are cool with it. So Ser Aymeric is dealing with all that. And now what we're doing is, now we've brokered the peace. We've gotten rid of Thoradin. We've gotten the truth out there. We got rid of Nidhogg. Nidhogg came back. And now we got to go talk to Hrasvelgr. We'll be like, okay, let's fix this mess before Nidhogg gets his brood back up and starts another war. So that's where we're at. But to do that, we gotta go talk to our G over in Annex Shrine, Vidofnir. But before that, we have to talk to Lucia so that she knows she can come with us to Annex Shrine so that we can go talk to Vidofnir. And that is where we are at. Anyway. Yeah, happy holidays, everybody. Merry Christmas. Alright. Oh, it's a Huron hard times. That's so bad. Alright. Esmond Raziel. Would Raziel be a... No, he'd be a... I don't know what. Maybe he'd be a Lancer. It doesn't matter. I know the land these dragons called home. This Annex Trine, had you not agreed to escort me, the coming journey would seem a far more daunting prospect. You see, you can just kill everybody. You're fine. I confess I myself once shuddered at the thought of it, yet even the longest journey begins with the first... Oh my god, Alfin, shut up. Alright, they're gonna go say bye to Tataru. Is that me too? Yeah, we gotta go. Gotta go talk to Tataru. Hello, Fisher Trainer. What was your secret meeting all about? I'm all ears. We're gonna go make peace. Mike mission. Well, I suppose that does take the precedence. You should, but should your meeting with Vidofnir happen to end early, you might consider rendezvousing with Ishtola in Idleshire. She'll be there to receive our guest. Don't get me wrong, your meeting with dragons is terribly important and everything. This scholar just happens to be Krile. Time permitting, as I said, we shall endeavor to join Ishtola, but if we cannot, we pray pass on our regards. Let us be off. We have kept the first commander waiting long enough. Also, I see that Gunbreaker outfit. Gunbreaking is fun. I'm trying to think. So, Samurai have a pretty gangbuster outfit that they hand you off the gate. Gunbreaker too. They just hand you gear. Just like, damn, this looks good. You just giving this to me? Ella to Tailfeather, behold the power of the almighty dollar. I'll be going to Annex Trine to talk to Vidofnir, so if you want to meet up there after I tell Lucia that it's fine to go there. Though, actually, hang on. We'll see. I don't know if they're going to have us go to Tailfeather and then talk to Lucia there and then we go to Annex Trine, or if they're just going to let me go right to Annex Trine. Let's find out. We just go there immediately. Oh. Select a reward. What we got here? Hot chocolate. Alright. Path is long, but known to us from Falcon's Next. We shall cross the Western Highlands and make for Tailfeather. We stop at... Okay, we're going to Tailfeather. Shall see there. Off to Tailfeather. Shake a Tailfeather. Ooh, nice. Alexander Mount. What do you got? Also nice. Is that the Cash Shop motorcycle, or is that the Island Sanctuary motorcycle? I think that's the Island Sanctuary one. I think that's the one I have. Yeah, no, the Cash Shop motorcycle is more bulky. Do an Island Sanctuary too. Island Sanctuary is alright. It's alright. If you go in there with very low expectations and you just want to have some fun building things, then it's fine. If you're expecting it to be anything, you'll probably be disappointed. I always imagined that the first time I set foot upon Dravanian soil, I will be at the head of an army, and here I am ready to treat with the brothers and sisters of mine enemies. Full well do I know how difficult it can be to set aside the past. Though it was I who first proposed recruiting Ishsael to our cause, I questioned the wisdom of my words almost as soon as I had uttered them, and for a long time after that. Here's a woman with the blood of innocence on our hands, men, women, children, all slain in the name of the implacable Lady Iceheart. Yet she acknowledged her misdeeds and agreed to join our in common cause. At our side, she fought in service to a greater good, even unto her dying breath. And while it does not absolve her of her sins, I hope that one day she'll be remembered not merely as a heretic, but as a misguided soul who dreamt of peace. You ask much, yet who can say what might come to pass should our negotiations bear fruit? Ah, it's a two-seater. There's a few mounts in the cash shop that are two-seaters, because that's a very rare thing to find in the game. I am like 10k away on my main from getting the blackjack. I'm like chomping at the bit, but I know I gotta wait because just grinding out MGP by yourself is a little insanity inducing. Also has the boss music. Fucking okay, I'm gonna throw hands about the Shadowkeeper mount because the Shadowkeeper mount does not have the Shadowkeeper boss music on it. It has no music. It's disgusting. It's the only thing about that mount that pisses me off. Everything else about it is beautiful, and it wouldn't change anything. Yeah, Alexander music is freaking gangbuster. So even back then, Soken's slapping. And he's never stopped. I could have mounted up. Just flew up the tower. Been a while. I'm gonna get back into the shoes of Viola Cheshire. Also, I want to check out the mount. The minion. The minion. Hello, S-Cash. It's the Daphne. How you doing? Don't get stabbed, okay? Thou art ever welcome here, friend of Assail. But this one I do not know. Will you forgive us this unannounced visit? May I present to you Lucia, first commander of the Temple Knights of Ishgard, and our trusted friend. Bow. In order to meet you, Vidofnir, I come as an envoy of Ser Aymeric, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights and acting leader of the Holy See. Throw yourself into the vortex of GTA 4. Sad to say that's a throwback these days. That was a good one. Well, I mean, all the Grand Theft Autos were good ones. 3, 4, Vice City, 5. Maybe we'll get a 6. I'm doing air quotes with my fingers. Maybe. I'll believe it when I see it. Clockwork Solace for Christmas. Nice. Yeah, the Clockwork Solace was a event thing. Something that is nice is that you can get anything that was from a previous event quest for like $5. Last few months going through the golden age of GTA. That was the PS2 trilogy. It was 3 San Andreas and Vice City. Oh, achievements on all 3. Holy crap. I don't know. I don't think they went balls deep on things back in the PS2 era, but it's still impressive. Like it was, what was it? Like Assassin's Creed that they really started to go haywire with what you had to do to get 100% on some of those AAA open world games. Still impressive. Still impressive to max those out. You may speak, knight. For 1,000 years, man and dragon have been locked in an endless cycle of bloodshed and sorrow. To our shame, we long believed your kin to be the architects of this war, but now we know the truth that King Thornton and his knights 12 did willfully betray and murder the great worm Ratatoskr, shattering peace between our peoples. For 1,000 years, our leaders conspired to conceal this truth, a truth which is at last laid bare by the warrior of light, the Azure Dragoon, and Assail. Alas, the deception so intricately wrought cannot be undone in a moment, and our people labor to accept the truth. After an eternity of war, who dared to dream that peace could at last be within our grasp? Yeah. Well, also back then, I think definitely Vice City had good music of their own, and then just went through and got like all the good 80s music. And then, because I know there's a friend of mine who would just drive around all day and just listen and hang out, and then, occasionally mug people. Yet dream we must, as the Assail once did, and we must make that dream a reality as she could not. We humbly beseech you, join hands in this in friendship once more before the eyes of my people in Ishgard. A most unexpected invitation. I had my whole day charted out to just sit here on this rock and hang out, but you provide a compelling argument. Clear my calendar. Heard your request, however, I cannot yet give you mine answer. Matter concerneth my sire. He must needs be consulted. Moreover, the Nath grow bold, even as they did before, and I would not leave my people at the mercy of the swarm. And we will wait. After 1,000 years at war, we will not give up on peace for want of patience. Ha! Fear not, knight. Thou shalt have mine answer within thy lifetime. Humble thanks. I bear to you my forthwith. Just chatting. We're just talking to people. How you doing, Vidofnir? Never did I think to see a knight of Isgard come unto XXVIII bearing words instead of steel. Would that the Nath could show the same restraint. Too many children have fallen to their spears and muskets. Are you just standing here, Alpha? Oh, yeah, you are. How you doing, Lucia? Face such a creature in battle is one thing to converse with, quite another. Yes, there it is. Rise, our proposal was not rejected outright. Whether aught will come of it remains to be seen. Mayhaps takes opportunity to speak with some of the other dragons. You need not wait for me. The return journey holds no fears for me now. Well, if you have no further need of our services, we shall continue on to Charlayan, and we hope to welcome a scholar who has agreed to aid us in the search for our missing comrades. Pray your journey is as swift as uneventful as ours was, and thank you again for sparing the time to assist us even when such grave matters remain unresolved. Blah, 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 blah. Blah. Yes, we're all so great people. There she is. It's Krile. It would seem we have time to greet this scholar after all. How delightful. Shall be interested to hear how she means to go about finding Winfilia and Thancred. I can only assume she's privy to some new investigative technique. In any event, our first order of business is a rendezvous with Ishtola in Edelshire. Boop-boop-boop-boo. Off to Edelshire. Boisterous Bruiser. What do you want to do? Don't know. How you doing? Viola, it's good to see you. I confess I'd assumed your business in XXVIII would detain you longer. Did your meeting with Vidofnir go well? Well, as can be expected, she must discuss Ser Aymeric's proposal with Hresvelger, but she seemed amenable to the suggestion. Anti-tower is... Is it this early? City lacks hope for GTA 6 being good, but I'll give it a fair shake. 6, it's... I am curious for 6 what they will do to innovate. How they're going to sort of take back the mantle of the open world. But that's on them to figure it out. Oh, that's what? Air, sea, sky, stone, sea, sky. Yeah, that makes sense. Stone, land, sea, whatever the hell those are. She has what I explained to you. She'll be joining us. She asked if she might use the intervening time to explore. I agreed to meet her outside on Frontbridge. Trying to... Again, maybe we are going to Andy Tower. I don't know. I mean, that is patch content dungeon. I know. I think Saint Mosien's is optional. We are a long ways away from Baelsar's Wall. That's the end. Maybe. Find out. Let's go talk to Krile. Don't worry, Krile. Your time will come. Lalafell.
I'm terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
You need not apologize. We arrived but a moment ago ourselves. Pray, allow me to introduce Krile, who has recently come from the Sharlayan motherland. She has generously offered to assist us.
Oh, please, think nothing of it. A trip to Eorzea was long overdue. You must be the Warrior of Light. Yes, you certainly do look the part. A pleasure to meet you at last, miss.
Smile and a nod. Nope.
And who is that I spy but young Alpha No Levieux himself? I dare say someone's grown an ilm or two in my absence. Or are those lifts in your boots?
Eh.
We, Miss Krile and I met at the studium years ago. I shall forever be indebted to her for her sage guidance.
It was no small task keeping him out of trouble, believe you me. The youngest ever to enter the studium, him and his sister, 11-year-old prodigies. Suffice it to say, social graces were not among his list of talents. Striding up to his seniors on his first day, head held high. What was it he said again?
Thank you, Krile.
For what? I haven't finished yet. Would you care to attempt a more dexterous deflection?
Mayhap we should save this delightful conversation for a more fitting occasion, when pressing matters do not demand our undivided attention.
A bit much, but better. I can tell you have been putting your skills to use here in Eorzea. Henceforth, I trust you will dazzle me with your eloquence at the first time of asking.
Get owned, fool.
Right, on to more pressing matters. Finding Minfilia and the other missing scions.
I gather you have new information to share with us.
A new approach, actually. Tataru recounted the tale of your escape, and it gave me an idea. Simply put, assuming Thancred left some manner of trail when you whisked him away, as is almost always the case with teleportation magics, I am confident I can find and follow it.
Then what are you waiting for?
The wherewithal to do it. The fact is, my abilities aren't quite up to the task. Not in themselves, anyway. If I had Master Matoya's crystal eye, on the other hand...
Then let us all call on her forthwith. I think it best that you explain your plan to her in person.
Let's go see Mr. Matoya again. He's gonna be angry with us. Default state. Still eye in the Indy Tower? No, the Indy... doesn't matter. Something's in the Indy Tower. There's St. Mosian's Arboretum. How you doing? Really good outfits in St. Mosian's. Highly recommend it. Powerful glamours. Yep, that's the quest for it. Anything funny to say? Crystallize one of Master Matoya's most cherished relics. I doubt very much she will grant us leave to lay hands upon it unless we can convince her that it is vital to our cause. They were headed for a cave. Did you not? Certainly don't see a cave nearby. We're gonna have a meme. Heard many stories of Master Matoya, some quite flattering, others less so. Rest assured they are all true. This way, and have care where you tread. Let's go in Matoya's cave.
Oh, is that trouble I smell? Or did you forget to wipe your boots on the way in?
Forgive us, Master Matoya. We will be sure to wipe them on the way out. And may I say how glad I am that age has not yet deprived you of your senses.
Ever so quick-witted, aren't we? To the detriment of your manners. Well, out with it then. What do you want?
Pray, allow me to introduce myself, Master Matoya. I am Krile, of the students of Baldessian. I hope you will excuse our unannounced visit.
Baldessian, you say? Ah, yes. The old coot set up shop on the Isle of Val, didn't he?
Regrettably, our order's headquarters and the isle itself were obliterated by a magic of immense power. I have the blessing of light to thank for my own preservation.
Blessing of light. I don't think that'll come in play at any point in the future.
Krile, you too possess the echo.
Well, yes, of course I do. Our order is devoted to uncovering the mysteries of Hydaelyn and interpreting her will, particularly through the study of her gift to us. It was in the course of these studies that I met and subsequently befriended Minfilia. She and I have rather a lot in common.
Oh, please, Krile, you're more interesting than she is.
I had no idea.
You weren't supposed to. Not that I wanted to deceive you, you understand, but precautions had to be taken.
This is a cheekier Krile than I remember. I mean, she always had that angle to her, but near the end, she's sort of just like, I want to be useful. We're just like, you're already useful. Settle down. And she's like, now I'm a pictomage. I'm like, oh, now you've done it.
Yes, that's all well and good, but you still haven't told me why you're here.
Matoya didn't give a damn.
The students of Baldessian are gone, and there is naught I can do to change that. But the signs of the seventh dawn can yet be restored, and my dear friend found. You have in your possession an ancient crystal of light, one you call your crystal eye. I believe I can use it to focus my abilities and locate one of the missing scions.
And there I was, thinking you might want to make use of my years of experience. Oh, wait here.
Long did I ponder the nature of this crystal and its familiar radiance, but never did I suspect it was a crystal of light.
On the cusp of an umbral calamity, souls blessed with the power of the Echo invariably appear. To aid these, her chosen warriors, Hydaelyn bequeaths to each a slither of her strength in the form of a crystal of light. But as her strength wanes, so too does the potency of her gifts. This crystal, born of an earlier era, is infused with a power far greater than those of this age.
All those rejoinings, man, really is a pain in the back.
You could travel the length and breadth of the land and not find a crystal even a fraction as pure. Its value is beyond measure, as are the risks inherent in its use.
Yeah, that. Oh my god! You know what? If we had asked Master Matoya to help do it, she would just snap her fingers and Emmett Seltzer right out. This is my new headcanon. I am a 100% on board this train. Really, there is nothing when it comes to Matoya. Like there is nothing you can make up that I won't believe that she could do. She could do anything because she's amazing.
No two manifestations of the echo are alike. I, for example, can converse with beings of every shape and size, excepting beasts, contrary to what others would have you believe. Language has nothing to do with it, of course. Rather, I am sensitive to the whispers of the soul. Their intent, their very essence even, the traces of which serve to guide the elementals to Y'shtola. Far-fetched though it may sound, I believe that with your crystal eye, I may be able to pick up where they left off and follow the remaining trail to Thancred. That is, if I have your permission.
Well, the poor sod's not going to find himself. So, as long as you don't drop it or take it out of my sight, you may do with it what you will.
Thank you, Master Matoya. Then let us begin.
Krile just turned on the PS2.
From the Black Shroud, the trail continues to the north and west, towards a mountain, the foot of Som Al. It was a near thing, but he was not deposited within the rock. I think.
He flew so far, he went into a different expansion.
Hunters of Tailfeather know those lands well. I say we begin our search there.
Thanks to the ball. Outside of Tailfeather. Now it's time for cool, edgy Thancred. With the rogue daggers and the eye covering and the hang on, you're gonna get yourself killed. He really does just follow the dad cycle, doesn't he? He starts out as the air quotes bard. He's calling himself. You know he's got a sword. And he's the what is it, lovable rogue. And then from here he becomes super edgy and hardcore. You know, then he becomes a dad. The whole arc. Thancred. Silly man. Ordinarily, perhaps, but in his wounded state, he may not have wished to risk contact with strangers of unknown allegiance, yet even Thancred, chosen to remain in the forest, the hunters surely have stumbled across his trail. Tailfeather doesn't strike me as an isolated outpost, though. Merchants and traders pass through reasonably regularly, do they not? In which case, we'll need to provide a more detailed description when we question the locals. Right, it's several sketches. All right. Right, this is the beginning of Alphinaud's budding artistic career. You drew him from memory? No, he's right the fuck here. Skill I acquired some years ago for reasons I no longer remember. Suppose we split into two pairs. The stolen eye will inquire at the outlying encampments while Viola and Krile question the residents of Tailfeather. Afterwards, we shall regroup near Loth Astvak and share our findings. Kind of strange that Alphinaud didn't become Picto and Krile the Sage. Yeah, logistically, that is an interesting point. Now, if we had the benefit of just sticking anybody anywhere, Alphinaud transitioning into a Pictomancer would make a certain amount of sense. from a logistics perspective, well, actually, it doesn't matter. I was gonna say Alfino was typically a healer, but that. Hang on a minute. The thing, Ishtola goes from Black Mage to Conjurer whenever the hell she wants, because she's basically a whatever the hell I want mage. Alfino could be a Pictomancer though. And they talk about Krile being a scholar, but like it's lowercase scholar. Or it's not like an academician, sort of like what Alfino is. And she's when we run into her in Thalia, she has the white mage conjurer attack stance before she becomes a Pictomancer. Which I guess they just had to give her something, I guess. But anyway, yeah. Alfino could have been a Pictomancer. I'm on board with this. He just got, well, first off, his sister's the mage GPS already, and he got the whole sage thing saddled with him, and then they made his dad a sage, and there's the whole family thing, blah blah blah. He'll be on about his dad later, and some people will be on his mom. Ah, got him. Anyway. Recently has matured. Hard to imagine he was once a boy who practiced drawing for hours to impress young ladies. Ha! At least he could be a Pictomancer, but she's such a good red mage. She's got style. She wears red. Very important. She kicks people's asses. All very important red mage qualities. Thank you. It was an odd pause. So for a friend of yours, let's have a look then. Surprisingly accurate depiction of the missing Thancred, suggesting that Alfino may have mistaken his life's calling. How do I move this? I don't think you can, but I feel like it was moved. If I go like this, is it gonna be? Yeah, it's over there. Oh, now my PNG's covering it. Never mind, it's hopeless. I'll just read it out when it's interesting. Seen him around. Sorry. March's shop. God, he gets so much work done just sitting there doing nothing. What you got there? A sketch? Those aren't allowed. Get out. Can't say I know the face. You say he's something of a warrior. Heard a tale the other day about a Huron vagabond who brought down a Bandersnatch by himself and with style. The way they tell it, he was dancing with the beast like it was the bell of the bleeding ball. Sound like your man? Does. What glasses are those? Oh, you got the black pince nez. Nice. I love that you can make those like a bajillion colors. The eyewear. I love the eyewear. Except the frickin' Nero glasses are locked behind crap you can't even get anymore. Put them on the frickin' shop, you bitches. Anyway, sorry. Got sidetracked. A Huron man, we're not exactly rare, you know. Could you be more specific? Here, this is specific. I did spy this one bloke a while back. Didn't get a good look at his face, but it could have been him. This was beyond the forest, as I recall, along the river to the west of Tailfeather. I remember thinking he wasn't much of a hunter. The lad was making no effort to cover his tracks, see that, and he was carrying an axe instead of a bow. In that case, we've learned everything we can here. Let's see what others have found out in a cutscene. Oh, no, we gotta walk outside. Far out. Oh, that's right. We gotta. Whee! Do I not have that macro? Yeah, I'm gonna. What do I do? What the fuck? Why is this not bound? Hang on a minute. Doesn't matter. I'm just gonna. Yeah, this is. We don't get Eden music. We get this for the mount. Very pissed. Very pissed. I don't know what they were thinking. Just ride. I already ride around all day on that thing. Imagine you do that to frickin' Eden music. God. Now I'm mad about it again. I'd forgotten. It's fine. I'll be mad about something else soon. Just show me a hat. God damn it. Many have made camp in inaccessible locations ideal for hunting game, not so receiving visitors. Nevertheless, our time proved well spent. There have been countless sightings of an excessively capable Huron hunter with whom no one is familiar. Though none have chance to see the man's face, his height and build match Thancred's description, as does his fighting prowess. He's here. We heard the same tales. Be it as may, we yet want for conclusive proof. I have this unrelated, but I heard a curious tale regarding a Vath trader. He came to Tailfeather in search of garments fit for a man of refinement, which seemed a rather curious description for one of his kind. Implying that Thancred had a Vath to market instead, why would he not go himself? Well, if you recall, you yourself emerged from the live stream as naked as your name day. It is a scene I shall never... Oh boy. Is it now? Pleased to see you. I mean, it was a simple statement of fact. Stands the reason that Thancred found himself in the same predicament. In any case, if he had dealings with the Vath, then he should be able to tell us, no? We nod. Let's go. Go talk to the Vath. Vath are fun. Vath are alright. Yeah, I'll think of it. The society quests in Heavensward are pretty good. It's just that they're all in massive zones. This is probably the least egregious of them. Just running around here. The Vath are fun. They're interesting. They're quirky. The Vanu I just adore. Stupid Bird's my favorite. Every single time. You give me multiple choice, I pick Stupid Bird. And the Moogles are fun. The Moogles are fun and interesting. It's just extremely nerve-wracking to be flying out of town near enemies and then you have to craft something for somebody. Why do you do this to us? Honestly, that boy. Given that Alfie seems to recall the details of my turn so vividly, I'd rather he did not draw me from memory. Oh, we still have got bad news for you. It's not Alfino who did it. What are we waiting for? All we know, Thancred could be waiting for us in Lost Ass Vath. Let's go over here. Hello, Vath Gate Guard. He's level 54. You actually see... There's nothing in here, is there? Yeah, there's nothing. Oh, some stuff. It's not nearly as decked out as it was when you have stuff going on though. Also, this guy over here. This triple triad trader, he fights for keeps. He is mean. They do have the different AI based on what trainer. He's a bastard. So you fight him and then you don't fight him anymore because he plays for keeps. It's if you just want cards, if you just want to have a good time, he's a meanie. Great hunters, we welcome you once more to Loth Astvath. What did you seek this day?
I knew they would come after me. For I knew their devices, their depraved methods.
It's Vortal.
I forgot it was Wednesday.
Did Dubs get the drop?
No.
No way!
He's on like 75.
Why?
75. I've had 2. Mary's had 6 and a pet. It's actually genuinely fucked at this point. It's actually frustrating.
That is way cooked. That ain't cool. What the hell? Press F to pay respects. Holy crap. You want me to share?
I'm not abandoning him. I'm not going to abandon him though. I'm going to keep running until he gets something.
Yep. Hello everybody. It's not leagues. It's Final Fantasy 14.
So it's markedly worse.
This is not worse. This is Heaven's Word.
It is Heaven's Word. But it's also Final Fantasy 14. I'm in a bad mood with 14.
I know. You're having a fight. You're allowed to have your fight. It's all about... We were talking before about how 7.2 needs to just kick the doors down and then just light the place up. Guns akimbo. Thank you, Knife Fiend. And I was talking about the stuff that at least I know that's coming out that I'm looking forward to. But yeah, right now it's one of those make your own fun kind of deals. Or anyway, here we go. We're looking for Alphen. We're looking for... Oh, here's Alphino's picture of Thancred. That's how the sentences go. The hunters tire of godly sport and pursue mortal prey. He's a friend. Good. He's a friend of the Vath as well, one with whom we have traded many times. Quite certain it was this man? There's no doubt. The fleshling clothed in skins came to us from Somal, lost and weak. He offered meat and hides in trade. In exchange, we tended his wounds. He brought us much flesh, so a skilled hunter he was. Much flesh. When he asked for garments, we were glad to provide them. And where is he now? Gone to Lost Athnat not long ago when I heard the one-minded summon our god once more. Ravana has returned! Good often did say the Nath had grown as before, but what could Thancred hope to accomplish by himself? Honored Elder, we thank you for your help, with that you could repay this kindness ere we depart, but we must hasten to our comrade's side. Go, great hunters, lest the Nath claim him as a sacrifice. Click, click. A little slow, a little late. One hunter, however skilled, cannot stand against the colony. Go to your friend. Oh, that's the name of the quest. Interesting. Come, Midgar Sarmer. Let's go into the pit. Also, yes, in response to your earlier, I believe now is the time for Tactical Squirrel. It has begun. Ooh. Violence? How do you play this video game? It has been an hour. I've not cut anything in the stream. Okay, that's fair. We're due. Okay, samurai opener question. Is it better potency to start with Gecko for better potency or Kasha for better spell speed? I figure that you wouldn't really care about the lack of potency first. Okay, that's the way I've been doing it. I figured that the spell speed wouldn't, or the skill speed wouldn't matter enough for you to change it. But I was wondering if there was some weird trigonometry that you wanted to do the skill speed first in order to get everything in your rotation. But I think if you're at that level of worrying about it, then I think it used to be skill speed and Shadowbringers that changed at some point. Okay. I'm thinking more about this shit down here. When we have to put Zanshin and Ogi Namakiri and 2 charges of frickin' Mekio Shishui in there, and then we have, yeah. At that point, I'm like, okay, do we actually have trouble wedging all this crap in there? The answer is no, it doesn't matter. Oh, dude's fighting. Get him. Get him! It's Frosty Softpaw. Oh, it's an Imperial Sage. Glory Garlermold.
Who else could be? Thancred. It could be Thancred.
Could be Thancred. Yeah. Once you get to 90 and frickin' Samurai, it's just like it is soft ninja at that point. It is I hope you've got your shit together. It's not as punishing in failure as ninja is. Like if you screw something up and your opener is ninja, you're just gonna be staring at the number 6 for the next 2 minutes. Like there's no way to get around it. Maybe 5. You know, maybe there's a bard in your party. They'll be taking pity on you. But it's still that same really high mechanical squeeze. Anyway. Yeah. Tight fit. Hi, Ravana. And that's the guy with the axe. Hi, Ardbert. Hi, Cardinal Sins. Cardinal Virtues. We're the sinners here. Did you see he has a blessing of light too?
This day, we reclaim the reins of history. This day, we rid ourselves of the Ascians forever.
Fools playing at heroes, all of you. Is this how you believe you can save your world?
So gravelly.
We can and we will, Ascian. You shall see. Or perhaps you will not.
Dynamis.
So you are the warrior of light, the savior of Eorzea. It's a wonder you didn't come sooner, what with the primal and all. Lost a step, have we?
Have care. The ether moves strangely around him.
It would seem we share a common enemy. Mayhap you would tell us who you are.
Shall we show them?
He's edgy now.
Not very sporting of you to interrupt. But so be it. Mark well our faces, warrior of light. For we are the warriors of darkness. Walkers of a different path. And we shall meet again.
Warriors of Darkness? Really?
Don't worry, Krile. It's cool. They make it work.
Thancred, are you all right?
Is Thancred's outfit in the cash shop? It's gotta be.
Pleasantries can wait. I'd rather not be
I
here when
actually
the Math arrive. Agreed?
think some of his pieces aren't even cash shop.
I know that you get the eye thing as part of the MSQ because my black mage had that for the glamour for Endwalker. But the rest of the outfits, I don't think I'd wear it, but it's idle curiosity. Also amused to be how stretched that chest is going to be on a Hrothgar. Could find out. It just became dyeable. Interesting. How does it look? How does it look on us large lion men? Actually, doesn't look bad. I may have to pursue. Is it 2-channel dyeable? I may be talking myself into this. Never mind. Say something stupid. A vision caught me unawares and I was unprepared for the attack, but I could hear the colony chattering all around us. They were so loud. Do you need to sit down? Oh, talking to Krile. Okay, I was about to slap you, Alfino. Also, you got wrecked by flare? Come on, it's like 200 potency. Should be safe here. Pursuers do not like to stray so far from the colony. Yeah. It's Thancred.
Suffice it to say, our reunion was not at all as I pictured it. Waiting until the last instant to join the fray. 'Tis plain you have not lost your appetite for the dramatic.
My appetite for the dramatic? Have you forgotten the circumstances of our parting? The heroic last stand, the tunnel filling with light, and then... Had I known you intended to use forbidden magics to deliver me to some god's forsaken wilderness, I would have thanked you in advance.
Thancred.
If nothing else, you might have warned me that I would emerge from the live stream in the altogether. Eventually, I managed to fashion knives from some obsidian I found, and set about hunting for meat and hides. Given that I'm not all that skilled in leatherworking, it's probably for the best that I met the Vath before I was reunited with you.
So you were the fleshling clothed in skins of whom the storyteller spoke?
A description which fit me as ill as the skins themselves. Happily, I was able to trade with the Vath for garments better becoming a man of refinement. From them, I learned of Ravana, and of the great warrior who had once laid him low.
And thence did you conclude that were you to track the Primal's movements, it would surely bring you into contact with the Scions once more?
It seemed a reasonable assumption. I could think of no one else with your enthusiasm for slaying beastmen gods. Until now, that is.
Common trait.
Yes, the self-proclaimed warriors of darkness. 'Tis only fitting that they stand in opposition to the warrior of light, I suppose.
Alphino, clearly just making it up as he goes.
I glimpsed the leaders past, if only for a moment. They were confronting a man in black. An Ascian, I think.
If these warriors are capable of doing battle with Ascians and Primals both, they must be possessed of powerful protection. Protection not unlike the Echo.
I know what you're thinking, but really you needn't worry. It will only lend credence to my tales of heroism. Besides battle scars are to maidens what loose morals are to gentlemen. He knew us, he knew you. Did he walk in our memories as we walked in his? Seeing the mystery of the axe-wielding here has been laid to rest. I should have known better than to think Thancred would ever stoop to using such an inelegant weapon. But then how was I to know that there was not one vagabond wandering the Chocobo Forest, but two? Lots of the power of the Echo and driven to put down primals. Despite the declaration that they walk a different path, I struggle to see how their goals conflict with ours. It's always the same thing, Alphino. It's the Ascians or it's the Alligans. Till they get rid of both, and then they don't know who the bad guy is anymore. Anyway, enough about Dawntrail. Nor is it the only oddity. I find it passing strange that such exceptional individuals should have wholly escaped our notice until now. Surely we would have heard rumors and attempted to recruit them to our cause. I recall no such adventures, and I would not soon forget their like, nor would any of us. One of our primary duties was to scour the city-states for promising candidates, which is how Eden and Papolino found Viola. Ah, the memories. It seems like only yesterday you slew your first primal. Speaking of which, I had the distinct impression that it was not their first time that band of merry men and women had killed a god. I labor to believe that a band of paternally gifted adventurers has been traveling the land slaying primals without our knowledge, to imply gross negligence on our part. Speculation will avail us not. There's far too much we do not know. For the present, we must needs concentrate on what we do know, namely that Lord Ravana is no more. Vidofnir must be informed. The news may render her more receptive to Ser Aymeric's invitation. you have affairs here well in hand, so take my leave. Simply being in the vicinity of this colony is giving me a stinking headache. If need of me has to be with Master Matoya, I would beg her assistance with the search for Minfilia. Spoilers. Wait, Minfilia is missing? I thought she escaped with Viola. So explain on the road. Much and more has happened. Oh, these dump us outside of XXVIII. That's nice. Okay, this time I will actually fly up. Think you can get up there from... Not. I know there's a hole on the inside. I didn't know if there was a hole on the outside. Maybe there is. I just don't know where it is. Ceiling hole. It's Vidofner. I had not thought to see thee again so soon, mortal. If thou seekest the night, know that she hath long since departed for Ishgard. My thanks, Vidofner. It was not for her that we came. We bring good tidings for you and yours, Lord Ravana, who has been summoned by the Nath, has again been laid low. Truly, once more you mortals have succeeded where mine own kind did fail. You have our deepest thanks. With that we could take credit. Another revelation upon revelation. Regardless, it is cause for celebration. The Nath will have no choice but to withdraw. To another matter, I have tidings for thee as well. Promise I brought the matter to my sire. Hearken to his answer now. For 1,000 years I have mourned my beloved who gave her life to forge a peace thy king betrayed. Such was my lot until a child of Ishgard came unto me. For want of warmth she wrapped herself in a dream, yet the world will remember her deeds. For truth she fought, for justice she sinned. For redemption she sacrificed and became as light. Follow one's heart to have faith in one's convictions, be it for weal or be it for woe. Such is the folly and glory of man and of dragon. He hath entrusted the choice to us, and we have made it. We will keep faith with you who walk in the light. Let it be known that I, Vidofnir, shall journey unto Ishgard on behalf of my people. We are honored to receive your answer and will convey your words to our allies without delay. Owl, Snooty. Happening a sail. Man,
even as the Scions celebrated the return of a long-lost friend, honorable men plotted to deprive them of another.
Knife!
Honorable men, to whom Ser Aymeric was no hero, but a scheming patricide. Honorable men who would fain wash the paving stones of foundation with the tyrant's blood. Honorable men whose knife in the dark was the spark which set the city aflame, and who sang as it burned.
Back to Foundation. That loaded good that armor, did you, Aymeric? Done in with a steak knife. For shame. He slew a handful of primals, chatted with the Emperor of Garlemald, uncovered the truth behind a 1,000-year war, thwarted a megalomaniacal archbishop's ambition, and then rode home on the back of the Father of Dragons. Does that about sum it up? God. I'm going to miss cheeky Thancred. Fortunately, the
He
journey
still has a couple. He still has a couple of moments later, but he does
does.
need to become a dad. He needs to become a dad at some point.
He does. He does. He has to adopt the Oracle's light, and then he starts dating an elf man. It's fine. It's fine. Not saying any of it's bad. It's like missing Estinian who just throws hands at everybody in the room. Just like what he turns into a beautiful himbo of a man. I wouldn't change it for the world, but you do miss what came before. Sometimes. Let's not keep Ser Aymeric waiting. Are you quite well, Thancred? Yes, quite well. Forgive me. You've given me a rather lot to digest. This whole affair with the Asgardians and the Dravanians and our friends nowhere to be found. It seems there's no end to our troubles. We can face them head on, one at a time. For now, we must apply ourselves to our allotted tasks and leave the others to theirs. Remember, Thancred, that we found you as they found me. In time, we will find Ida and Papalymo and Nymphelia. Yeah, we're not looking for Ida and Papalymo because we don't have the... Yeah, never mind. These troubles will soon be but a memory, one which we will look back on together. Most of us. Pray do not misunderstand. I did not mean to imply that it would be otherwise. I merely wish that I had rejoined our grand adventure at one of its more triumphal moments. Despite your recent accomplishments, the mood here is less than celebratory. But I have no doubt that we will enjoy many more glorious victories soon enough, and you may rest assured that I will play my part in them to the very hilt. The map's so small. Zoomed out for something. I just zoomed out back again. There it is. Just undid seconds of work. That here on Hard Times could be staring at that fountain for a long while. Sorry, buddy. It's a demonic juggler. Tilda! Oh, good, you're back. Things got a bit heated while you were away. It's like, oh, it's a chair. Camouflage chair. He's been stabbed! You returned, and this, at least, the fates are kind. Vidofnir has accepted Ser Aymeric's invitation. She has. These are glad tidings indeed. But the Lord Commander were here to hear them. Is he otherwise engaged? Just like the 12 are otherwise engaged. Sleeping off a knife to the gut. Da-da-da! The chirurgeons tell me you'll make a full recovery, but had Lord Edmont and Lord Arturian not been on hand when the assassin struck, he would not have been so fortunate. For a mercy, they subdued the fiend before he could land the telling blow. The attack was just a beginning. Not long after, buildings all around the city burst into flame. Bastards caught us completely by surprise. We've been down in the fires, but for everyone we put out, it seems like 2 more startup. Casualties are mounting, especially in the Broom. Playing these fires are started by the assassin's conspirators. Until they have been rounded up, there will be no end to this. Go fight some assassins. Louis Sois once told me that a man is all too willing to let his future be bound by his past, and time after time I have witnessed how depressingly right he was. Yes, yes, yes. Even if we had the same resources to combat the fires as them up in the pillars, we'd still be fighting a losing battle. You've seen the Broom. All them narrow streets with wooden houses crammed together. It's kindling is what it is. Flames are spreading. We must needs begin our investigation. Witnesses must be found. Suspects must be identified. There's with discernment. Fires have been reported throughout the city. Indeed, given the size of the area affected, I think it would be best if we divide our forces. You need to be able to get the pillars. Oh, they'll like me up there. Only question is, will the grizzled old rogue striking a pose over there be joining us? Thancred of the Science of the Seventh Dawn, and may I say what a pleasure it is to meet you too, my lady. I'll bet. The name's Hada. Scion, eh? And here was thinking I'd found a fellow ruffian amongst these illustrious personages. Yes, yes. Well, we could begin by sifting through charred rubble and questioning random passersby. In my experience, every town has at least one individual who can be counted on to know things he or she should not. Go to the bar. Miss Lord Oh, or him. Oh, I, the infamous Lord Immemalian, they foretaught, lover of women and wine, though neither care for him that much. They say he could gossip for Ishgard. Sort of fellow I have in mind. He'll be at the Crozier, most like, making an effort to be seen. So let's go and see him. Grizzle, except, but old. Oh my goodness. It's Taru, 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 Taru. My goodness. That's... I'm not reading that out loud. Hello, Honorite. The child babysitter. Fear Lord Immemalian is once more strayed from the path. That's often been the case. His renewed enthusiasm for martial training gave way to frustration and disinterest at the first sign of difficulty. Someone once said, a gentleman is rather than does, and in Lord Immemalian I said we have living proof. Savage. Talk to the daft sod. Everybody's piling on, I don't mind. It's fine. Eminellian's gonna get his right in the face. Oh, if it isn't Viola, dearest of all my friends, so you're looking rather glum. Something the matter, old girl? Chatting. Ah, yes, the arson's dreadful business, that, and awfully curious, wouldn't you say? There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to it at all. Naturally, we've doubled the guards outside the manor, along with most of the other houses. Can't have the old pile going up in flames, after all. Oh, in case you were wondering why the hotline was awash with refugees, the lower levels of the vault have been opened to those unfortunate souls who have lost their homes. Ser Aymeric's orders, from what I hear, are remarkable, man. Not even a knife in the ribs can keep him from his duties. Actually, old girl, if you're thinking of questioning the refugees, I should be more than happy to accompany you to the hotline. While you conduct your inquiries, I could offer words of comfort to distressed and despondent young maidens. Wait a moment. I know what that is. You're giving me one of your looks, aren't you? You do me an injustice, old girl. Have you know my heart yearns for but one rose, prickly though she may be. I said you remain unconvinced. Very well, if it will help to prove the purity of my intentions, I shall gracefully rescind my offer. Now run along and catch those arsonists. That was not entirely what I had hoped for. Whose idea was it to come here again? Never mind. For our next step, I suggest we divide our efforts. While you question refugees in the hotline, I shall investigate the locations where the fires were set. I reckon I would. Can't have you roaming about an unfamiliar city by your lonesome, can we? You'd only get robbed blind and left shivering in your small clothes. Thief talk. You. Ah, yes. I believe that's the Warren Triad. Come on, baby raptor. I know it's a lot of stairs. Good cardio. The Vault Priest. Come, my brothers and sisters, there's food and shelter enough for all in the Basilica. Lonely's blessing be upon you. I confess we were not sure if we should come. There are so many unbelievable tales these days about the Archbishop and Ser Aymeric and the Dravanians. Trust in your heart, brother, and pay no heed to the lies of lesser men. They only seek only to lead you astray. Require succor as well, miss. Looking for arsonists. Temple Knights have begun their investigation at last. Good. This madness has gone on for far too long. But I could do something to aid you in your search, but I have a duty to these poor souls. Farewell, and may the Fury guide your steps. Actually, all three of the Trial series, stories and fights are really good. You have the Warring Triad, you have the Four Lords, you have the Weapon Project. Good, good, and good. And then there's the Four Fiends and Endwalker, which is fine. Ooh, that's something 7.2 better kick off with a bang. Bring back the Trial series.
Nah.
7.2 is when it starts.
Nah.
It'll be gangbusters. You'll see.
That's the reason it won't happen.
Aw. There's no new trial at 7.2. I will throw hands. It's not fair. Don't do that shit you put at MSQ again. It ain't good. You did it once because you had to.
We didn't have to.
No, they could have found a way. I still love Tattoo's theory that all of the 13th is trial series, and then they take the Rite of Succession and they make that the patch content. But easy to ponder at what could have been. Anyway, there's a man with a satchel. I saw him kneeling outside the window, and then there was smoke everywhere. I don't remember how I made it out. I suppose I must have climbed. Maybe my arm's getting better after all. This refugee's unruffled. Ours was the first homes to be claimed, but I don't see how the fire began. It was only when I heard our neighbors shouting, I looked outside and saw the flames. We barely escaped the clothes on our backs. Were it not for the church's generosity, I don't know what we do. Bro's got that sprint in him. Might as well sprint too. You like the cool kids and sprint. Old people staring at each other. No dialogue. Carry on. Yeah. Anything to share? People burning houses. We require more than the muddled testimony of a traumatized girl if we are to identify the culprits. While you're questioning the refugees, we inspected the scenes of several of the fires, including one near St. Reinald's Cathedral and another near the Tribunal. For mercy, neither structure suffered significant damage. Some might say they were spared by the grace of the Furies. Others might question how such ruthlessly efficient arsonists contrived to fail so miserably on the two occasions where their target was a bastion of Iscardian orthodoxy. Nothing conclusive, of course, but it does give one cause to wonder. Alfino will doubtless have an opinion. Alfino called out. I've entered a sanctuary. It's Taru again. Well, out with it, lad. Where are you? there he is. Hang on a minute. Say hi to Frey. Hi, Frey. It's a captive. Yeah. As you hear, you can proceed with the interrogation. Silence will avail you not, sir. Ah, Viola, I was about to summon you. As you can see, we've detained a suspect. Found this man loitering near the remains of one of the stricken buildings. According to eyewitnesses, he was also present before the fires broke out. We wished to have words. He did not, so we insisted. My, but you reek of oil and those burns on your hands. An occupational hazard, I suppose, but tell me, does arson pay well? Victim, you imbecile, look at me. As you are, after a fashion. You should know that your pious patron has already spun us a delightful yarn about how his pet mongrels slipped the leash and set about burning half the city to ground. Not very noble of him, I grant you, but then these highborn types are rarely to show loyalty to their pets. In fact, he called you a rabid and begged us to put you down. Bollocks, he's the one who told me to keep going. Even a sinner such as me could have found validation in the Fury's work, he said. I'd left it behind, tried to with all my heart, said my prayers every day like a good man, but he came to me. And there you have it. Hilda, would you be so kind as to escort our friend here to the congregation? I don't mind if he's limping when he gets there. How did you know he would confess? Well, I've seen his like before, a troubled soul manipulated by men of power and wielded as a weapon. Cannot be certain, of course, but given the stakes, I thought it worth the risk. And if our captive had called your bluff? Must we entertain hypotheticals? The world as it is vexing enough. Thank you, Thancred. By your luck or judgment, we have last confirmed that these arsons were orchestrated by a person or persons of influence. I think it would best be turned out of the congregation to discuss best how to proceed. I think the 12 returned to us. What happened to your old outfit? Where's Lucia? Oh, the stairs again. Yes, the lads. Interrogating. How long as his luck doesn't run out. Well, the man you apprehended is being interrogated, though he fell silent upon realizing we had not turned his master. He will soon tell us what he knows one way or the other. Pardon the intrusion. Ah, Lord Artriel, are you come to see your father? He's attending Ser Aymeric in his chambers. No wonder his father's widely slandered and his half-brother not yet cold in the grave. Silver pieces. Wind up, Parsifal! Parsifal!
I do not mean to diminish our accomplishments, but until we identify the ones who ordered the fires set, our work is far from finished.
Between the various conservative and religious factions in Ishgard, I dare say there's no shortage of parties who would like to see the status quo preserved. Do any likely suspects spring to mind?
Far too many to count.
Lord Commander, your wounds.
Are healing well. Thank you. Time is of the essence. Lest we forget, these men would sooner put their own city to the torch than see it change. When our enemies learn that we have apprehended their arsonist, there is no telling how they will react.
They've reacted.
Lord Commander, an armed mob has seized control of the vault.
And now we know. Tell us what happened, sir. Spare no detail.
We were directing refugees into the Basilica, as you ordered, when all of a sudden, men brandishing weapons were all around us. It happened so fast, my lord. We had no time to respond. They've taken the refugees hostage and barricaded themselves inside the vault.
And they sent you to deliver their demands.
They, the true brothers of the faith, demand that a conclave to select the next archbishop be held forthwith. Furthermore, they declare that you, Lord Commander, are guilty of patricide and high treason, and that you must surrender yourself at once to receive of the Fury's judgment.
Ridiculous! I mean, do they honestly think that executing Ser Aymeric will change anything? That the truth will somehow die with him?
These fundamentalists rage against the passing of the old ways, unable to accept there can be no going back.
Given the fanciful nature of their demands, a peaceful resolution does not seem likely. If the hostages are to be rescued, it will be by force, I fear.
Agreed. Lucia, take a contingent of knights and establish a perimeter outside the entrance.
At once, Lord Commander.
Hilda, I need your people out in force throughout the Broom. When word spreads of the situation, the friends and family of the hostages may try to take matters into their own hands. I shall lead the assault on the vault. Master Alphino, can I count on the support of the Scions?
Of course.
Time for duty. And for dramatic, Vidofnir swoop in.
In your debt.
I shall join you as well, Lord Commander.
Your assistance is most welcome, Lord Artoirel. To arms then, friends.
Lord
To arms against us.
Artoirel. I'm not going to remember that. He's a badass, though. Off to the pillars. Man, Tower is just hanging out today. Over here. There's the duty. Oop. Acceptable. Look at him in armor. Not concern yourself with my safety, lest you forget I too am a knight. Concentrate on freeing the hostages, I will tend to their wounds. Just like old times. Duty calls! Listen well, we will enter the Basilica silently via this gate. According to our latest reports, there are at least 6 hostages being held within. The numbers and readiness of the true brothers of the faith are unknown. We'll kill them all. I'm told one claimed to have served on the 3rd and the 7th. Might the same be true of the rest? Given the swiftness with which they seized control of the vault, I think it highly likely, which means that they well possess the knowledge required to turn the building's defenses against us. Be that as it may, we have no choice but to press on. We're bringing the baby raptor. Lord Artuarel, you are a brave man and true, but none would dare question your honor if you chose not to risk your life. I am no stranger to the battlefield. My arm will not falter, my shield will not break. Halone is my witness. We will bring these fanatics to justice. Get him. Let's get him.
When we do the Endwalker race, we should actually ask Halone if she actually noticed what he did.
Oh, went the wrong way. This way. Yeah, get him! Cut with sword. Thank you. Got one. You're taken elsewhere by Ser Aymeric. It's indeed the work of the Archbishop's former servants. They've sounded the alarm. R-E-K-T. Oh, we still actually is escorting them. Very well, let's go. Secure the hostage. Leave the others to us.
Down with you!
Down with you! Violence. Ooh, rugged refugee gets her own portrait. And so does Volt Friar. The choir. Everybody's underestimating everyone else. Oh, hello, Rooks. Sarah Simeonard, lay down your arms and release the hostages, and you'll be shown mercy. Word of a heretic and kinslayer, I would sooner trust a dragon. Activate the knights. We shall show that these hostages the same mercy he showed the archbishop. Whap. Unlike you, Ser Aymeric, I'm a man of honor. By my hand you shall receive the Fury's judgment. So to be a trial then. Lord Artuarel will leave us and save the hostages. I shall deal. It's the enemy moment. Go on ahead. I'll deal with him. Oh wow, they're just watching. That move quickly, surely he will fall. Do we help? Go up? No, we go down. We go down. Think? Yes. Not now, Giga Chadley. The bonds, please. The others nearby, but where? Oh, this traitor Kinslayer, by what sorcery do you yet stand? Enough, all of you attack. Cheeky. What? Oh, fine. Do the whole thing again? Probably. Ah. Shut up. Alright, fine, we rush it. Get what I did the first time that I did this. Not used yet. Oh, I don't have enough. That's right. We can't get shorted until Iki Shoten. Blah blah. Speedrunning this. Nah.
Down with you!
Hey, Naveen, thanks again for the cool stuff. Still proud of the rugged refugee for getting their own portrait in the duty. Let's all go to the choir. And we go up here, and then we gotta double back. Quick like. With all haste. Aymeric's vitality's at 98. 97, oh shit! And I got down here super quick and they've got low health. They must spawn with low health just to give you a little bit of desperation. Get him. Yeah, get him. Oh, now we're running back to Ser Aymeric. He's at 57 health. Fuck. 55. Hostage number 6 is on the roof, guys. We're fine. I don't know if the dot's necessary, but we'll give it to him anyway. Nope, wasn't necessary. Oh no, there was a 7th hostage!
Where is he? Where is he? Come no closer! You have nowhere to run. Release the girl and surrender.
Surrender to whom? The blasphemer who throws wide the gates to our enemy? Who breaks bread with him and calls him brother? Ungodly swine! I would sooner die than surrender to you.
Wish granted.
Is it godly to spill the blood of an innocent child? To burn the homes of your brothers? Tell me, priest, is that godly?
Do not speak to me of godliness, heathen! Your father's blood is on your hands, as is hers!
Lucia's just like hanging there, old chap. Got him.
What? But I...
Thank goodness you didn't land on the spikes.
Here's the thing, I think she would have died anyway.
Oh, you need to do the Superman thing that you fly downwards with them to absorb the impact.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
the Dauphineer was very perpendicular. But
It's okay, she wasn't in combat, so she
Exactly.
survives with 1 HP.
Well met, knight. Mayhap I chose an inopportune moment.
Not at all. Pray forgive us this most unworthy reception. We are honored to have you with us, and right glad of your aid.
Fortune delivered the child unto me. I had but to receive her.
Thank you for saving me.
reality. Child is a blood splatter on the dragon's diamond hard back. Haven't you all tried jumping out on the roof on top of a horse? Same thing. Yeah, by the way, the jumping off a roof on top of a horse. Yeah, let's go crotch first into something about 30 miles an hour. That'll end well. Western movies have lied to all of us.
Thou art welcome, child.
Yeah, I think that was a Man in Tights bit. Torrid says we're dying now.
Never did I think to be indebted to so unexpected a savior. But full glad am I to be so.
Friend of Izel, warrior of warriors, I had hoped to meet with thee.
What's up?
I bear a message from my sire.
From Gracefelder?
That's my sire.
Upon returning to our lands, Nidhogg's shade did sing unto his brood, and they for skies unknown did then take wing. This thou must know, for your fates are inextricably bound.
What of Estinian? Is he truly lost to us?
Yes.
Such matters are beyond my ken. I but bear my father's words. Take from them what thou wilt. Fare you well, mortals.
My words are wilted. I have to go get new ones that are fresh.
So it is as they say then. A great white dragon swooped down from the heavens to rescue an innocent child.
A most unexpected turn of events, but not an unwelcome one. The people will not soon forget this day.
Daphne's got good PR.
Yet how will they choose to remember it, Ser Aymeric? And will these events serve to bring man and dragon closer together, or drive a deeper wedge between brothers? After 1,000 years, the world these men once knew is changing, and with ungentle swiftness to boot. Though their actions are misguided, their sentiments are only to be expected. You may be sure that others will rally to their cause. I share your desire for lasting peace with the Jovanians, I do. But I would not see it built on the bones of our countrymen, nor on our own. I see much of horsifying you, and I could not bear to mourn the passing of another son.
Lord Edmund.
An awkward moment that you realize that Dad's your ride home. That was timely. Vidofni must have been circling for hours. Moment before Vidofni appeared, I contemplated teleporting the girl. Thank the 12 I did not. But your surprises is not. 'Tis a pity Vidofnir could not stay longer. I think it's fair to say that she timed her departure rather less well than her arrival. Well, time scarcely does it justice, but one moment later would have been a moment too late. I pray that the Asgardians who yet harbor doubts will take these events to heart and accept the truth of Ser Aymeric's words. It's only meet that I informed Tataru what has occurred here. If you've needed me, I'll be at Fort Tom Manor. Please allow me to accompany you. Tataru would never forgive me if I left for the Rising Stones without saying goodbye. Why are you going to the Rising Stones? Astola wishes a word. Thancred seemed quite well to you. He got on well enough with Hilda. We're doing asshole answers whenever possible. Of that I have no doubt. His time in the wilderness did deprive him of his charm. That is neither here nor there. What concerns me is his etheric flow, which I fear has been irreparably disrupted. As a result, I strongly suspect that his ability to manipulate ether has been compromised. Simply put, Thancred may no longer be able to wield magics or charge gunpowder cartridges. It would do much to explain why he chose to remain within the wilderness instead of seeking us out. He would have been compelled to rely solely on traditional methods of travel, significantly prolonging his journey. And when he learned that a nearby beast tribe was making preparations to summon a primal, it may well have seemed more sensible to wait. This is still little more than speculation. Until I have proof, pray speak no word of it. Sucks when you can't teleport places. Right then, I should be on my way. Krile may have charmed Master Matoya for now, but who can say how long it will last? sitting there waiting. I had my friendship detector on. It's the only way I knew you were back there. $82. All right. Enter Fortune Banner. Hi, Tataru. Oh, they didn't tell me all about what the Vidofnir did. God, I wish I'd been there to see it.
That Vidofnir should chance to arrive even as the girl fell. Truly, I could not have planned it better myself.
Ah, good. We were afraid you might have left.
A shield, my lord?
Fit for a true knight. An expression of our gratitude to you and yours, long overdue. But there is something else I would discuss ere you part. Something which cannot leave this room. My father will soon step down as head of our house. Ser Aymeric was not the only one to fall under suspicion following the death of the Archbishop. There are some who believe my father complicit in a coup d'etat. Thus he intends to renounce his title to absolve our house of suspicion and secure the support of our peers.
Surely there must be another way to convince houses Durandare and Zamail.
Zamail?
So I said to him. Alas, he will not budge. Ever since I was a child, I knew that I would one day succeed my father. The thought of it filled me with pride. Yet once I learned the day was at hand, my heart was filled with naught but dread. Our legacy is built upon the lies of our forefathers. In accepting this title, am I not perpetuating this injustice? Why should I become the next count?
Just by court orders to cease and desist. Nice.
You sound just like him. Aye, I suspect that is what Horchefon would have said. To aid those in need. When you look on that shield, I trust you will remember his words. And should I once more find my resolve wavering, I ask that you show me the way. You are a sister to Horchefon.
No.
Will you be a sister to me as well?
Sister-in-law. Never mind. He's dead.
Come, Manalaine. There's much to be done. For father, and for Ser Aymeric, and for Ishgard.
Oh no, he's mopey.
To think we share the same blood. Pray excuse us.
Those were the days of promises and vows, of tentative first steps into an uncertain future. A future shaped by the choices we made, in ways we could never have foreseen. Born of good and evil, of light and darkness, and shepherded by our hand.
Shepherds.
Be it for weal, or be it for woe.
Forget how dramatic this all was. More money. Oh, yeah. This is thy proof, the Jerem oracles? Apocrypha. It is a truth long forgotten, a tale of the beginning and of the path we have been set upon. Hello, Elidibus. Hello, Warrior of Darkness. Our fates were ordained long ago, Archon. The Garleans are no exception, nor the Triad. You know what must be done. Oh, snipping. Meanwhile, in Ul'dah. Well. Everyone has their orders. Mask will attack as soon as all units are in position. The Imperials won't know what hit them. Here it will be bloody. By Rulger, it had better be. Cannot stay here forever, Ida. We have other responsibilities. I know full well what my responsibilities are, and I mean to fulfill them. Every one. Alright. What's our title? House for Taunt Knight. Ah, that's a good one. Da-da-da. Waiting to share good tidings with you and Alfino. So, wow, we did that was a long ass patch content. But was that 2 patches worth? Or is that just one long ass MSQ? That was basically the whole stream. I wonder if they did like half patches back then. Well, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, patch content stories are about this long? Maybe a little shorter these in Endwalker, but well, in any case. We're back on the trail. Delicious, delicious Heavensward patch content. More to come. Thanks everybody for hanging out. We'll be back. Push button. Hang on. Where's my button? Where's my button? There it is. I will be back. Saturday with. I think I know what game I'm going to be playing. I have to think about it. But more stuff Saturday. I'm not going to commit to anything on the stream. It'll be something. I will play a video game for several hours and you can watch it if you want or do something else. Either way, it's fine. Thanks for hanging out. I will see everyone, anyone, whoever later, future things. Time is a construct that actually doesn't exist.